make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber died trying. You see the thumbnail, man. Tucker Carlson and Don Lemon get fired from CNN and Fox, right? And to me, I pose the question: is it the end of the woke era? For some people who might go, well, wait a minute, they might look at Don Lemon, black gay guy, opportunistic, conveniently, all of these things when it's convenient for him, right? It's a black issue, gay issue, Me Too issue, black people need to get it together, kind of thing. He's an amalgamation of all that. But so he get, and part of that gets lumped into woke. Tucker Carlson, on the other hand, you would say race baiter in a sense. And to me, that's woke. That's what people use as woke culture now too, because using race as a weapon to get white people all riled up about stuff that's not real, or excuse their bad behavior. So placating to white mentalities, to me, is what they use as woke now. So I think Tucker Carlson got fired more so from the lawsuit from Dominion. And I know at some point, he had to admit that, sometimes he lies about stuff on air or whatever. Excuse me. Even though he's not the only person that does that. Because of the magnitude of this lawsuit, heads got to roll, You might have to cut a few other people. Don Lemon. I knew something happened recently where he had to explain to somebody, I'm a black man, and it's like, when did that happen? Like, wait, time out, brother. Now you're a brother now, brother. And everything went downhill. Doggone fly. So now I asked the question because I remember when President Obama was in office, the media, the more prominent media was people who were pro-Democrat, pro-Obama, and then you had people who were, very much on the opposite end of that spectrum. Rush Limbaugh's, Bill O'Reilly's, this, that, and the third, right? And when Obama finished his term, basically, they cleaned house, in a sense. Most of the people who were there were pro-Obama, completely off air. And a lot of the people who were anti-Obama, off the air, one way or the other. Same thing, Trump era, right? Now it's Trump and Biden, right? So people got to go. Thus, that's how Bill O'Reilly got out of there. Rush Limbaugh out of there. I think Glenn Beck was out of it. Like, they did this over and over and over again. Melissa Harris Perry out of there. Al Sharpton out of there. So to me, sometimes when politics and media come into play, it's like the networks give you a new group of people to. This is who's going to usher in the right agenda and the left agenda, So you're gonna have to. This is what you're gonna have to deal with. And you see people, following that, and whatever they say, you see people going crazy with. So I used to tell my aunt this. She something to go on CNN, MSNBC, Fox, NBC, like all these networks, news networks. And then she would go off on a tangent, and I'll say, just wait like 5-6 months till they change the narrative, and then you're going to be mad about what else they told you to be mad about. And it would happen perpetually, over and over and over again. So the only thing I find interesting about this type of stuff is, in Don Lemon's case, they basically using the same tactics that he implemented and using in the Me Too movement to get people to throw people under the bus. using the things he did years and years ago, or said years and years ago, alleged things, real things, not all the things that they let slide that wasn't a big deal. Now there's all of a sudden a huge deal. I was like, the same way you did it to other people, now they're doing it to you. Tucker Carlson, I don't know how they trying to make him out to be a martyr, but that's dumb. Well, should I say martyr? Well, maybe so. A far right martyr. It's like, this whole thing with January 6th cost a lot of people a lot of money in society. So you start to see how when you're allowed to be arrogant and incompetent, somebody else has to pay the bill. You know what I'm saying? Like, as much crime as you can go, what about Chicago about, or people used to do that. You can't blame anybody for losing, for being one of the people responsible for your company losing close to $1 billion, right? Because you're one of the people that just can't shut up with the BS. So, and you saw that before, like you saw the cancellation of Alex Jones. Who else did they do that to? There's a few people, but he got sued for a lot of money. But you see people get quote unquote canceled and sued. That's been going on probably the past, I don't know, 5-7 years. Just in my opinion, I might be a little. Ever since the Harvey Weinstein thing popped off, and the Me Too movement thing popped off, But to me, it's like, is this the end of the woke era? Look, and what's the new era that's gonna come in here? Because I know it's not gonna be one of common sense per se, because they need a lot more entertainment to keep people from going crazy. But that's just my opinion. Tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.